Good morning, students. Last class we have discussed about the method of genetically modified crop through RNAi, means RNA interference. This class will discuss about the biotechnological applications in medicine. So, biotechnology in medical field, how we can apply that one? First point, diagnose and treat different diseases with the effective recombinant therapeutic drugs. Means we have to diagnose and treat the different disease with recombinant, means by recombinant technology, by either agrobacterium or in case of the animals actually we are saying by the retrovirus. So we can actually apply or we can treat, we can diagnose different diseases, protect from dangerous diseases, we can protect the organism. Through gene therapy, new and healthy genes can be inserted to replace the damaged cell. Somewhere the cells are not working, somewhere the enzymes are not producing. So at that condition we can introduce this one we can introduce the gene therapy through the new and healthy genes. Targeted action of drugs by thorough study of the genomics. So, targeted any drug, if you have to find out the action of that drug, we can find out by this application, means this biotechnology, study of genomics. Recombinant therapeutics do not induce unwanted immunological responses as in case of similar products isolated from non-human source. 30 recombinant therapeutics approved for human use and 12 of these marketed in India. Means recombinant therapeutics, they are not induce unwanted immunological responses, means just like irritated any immunological responses, allergies, these are not producing here as in case of similar products isolated from non-human source. Somewhere, suppose in case of insulin, when they are introduced or isolated from another source, another human source, they are producing some irritating application or irritating effect there. So we'll discuss all these things. So these are the actually biotechnology in medicine. Some 4 points are there. We can diagnose, we can treat, we can protect. Second one, we can diagnose, we can treat. This one is treat and this one is protect. And then we are coming for the through gene therapy, new and healthy genes can be introduced and targeted action of the drugs can be started. So these are the actually biotechnological application. Next one we are coming for genetically engineered insulin. That is very much important here. So now all of you know that one key deficiency of insulin cause the diabetes, which can be controlled by taking insulin. All of you know this point. Key if the person is suffering from the lack of insulin or insulin is not producing in their body, so they have to take the insulin from outside to for their regular activities. So traditionally, when human insulin were not available, insulin of animals, that is slaughter cattle or pigs, can be were isolated traditionally. Means जब human insulin are not available, जब human insulin available नहीं होते हैं, at that time insulin of animals can be used. But animal insulin में क्या problem था ना, in animal insulin triggers some immune responses like allergy and some reaction due to foreign insulin and will not be effective. Means whenever these others animals slaughter cattle or pigs and insulins are introduced into the human body, they are producing some allergic responses. Allergic, we can say the effect there. Allergic, we can say the responses they are producing, and some reaction due to foreign insulin and will not be this definitely. So these insulins cannot be effective. Now bacteria were genetically engineered produce human insulin in large quantities. So now we are actually applying this recombinant DNA technology to produce the human insulin there. That is called genetically engineered human insulin in large quantities, as bacteria can easily grow in culture media. So bacteria within 20 seconds it can be reproducing. So definitely we can see that the very short time we can get the large amount of insulin. Okay. Next one, you are coming for the genetically engineered insulin. So how it was introduced and how it was working. Okay, so now we are coming first created, that insulin was created in 1983. एली लिली एन अमेरिकन कंपनी, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट नेम है ये, एली लिली एन अमेरिकन कंपनी, इंसुलिन हार्मोन टू रेगुलेट द ब्लड शुगर लेवल एंड एडमिनिस्टर इन patients with diabetes. Patients with diabetes. So where it is the insulin hormone regulating the blood sugar level, means if the sugar level is increasing in our body, the insulin will be decreasing that one. So now this mature insulin, now we are going to introduce the recombinant DNA technology to produce the human insulin. How the human insulin is producing? First we are discussing about the insulin structure. Mature insulin is two short polypeptide chain. What are they? Chain A and chain B, which are linked by disulfide bridge. Okay, and then we are coming to the insulin synthesized as prohormone in all mammals. A peptide, B peptide and additional C peptide absent in mature insulin as it get removed during the maturation. So in case of the preliminary stage, when the insulin in prohormone stage, at that condition it is consisting of three chain there. One A peptide is there, one B peptide is there, another is C peptide is there. C peptide is not present in mature insulin. So this is called prohormone condition. Using rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology, two DNA sequence that is called the chain A and chain B of human insulin introduced into the plasmid of E. coli produce insulin chain separately. So now whenever we are introducing this gene for this, we can say the two DNA sequence corresponding the chain of A and B, and then these after introducing this chain A and B, so they are in the E. coli plasmid, into the plasmid of the E. coli. Plasmid is working as a vector here, and these A and B chains are producing separately, and this chain A and B extracted and combined by disulfide bonds in human insulin. So human insulin is producing how? By recombinant DNA technology. So now this is actually the we can say the total flow chart, we can say the guideline how to produce the genetically engineered insulin. Now we are coming to the next point here. It is coming mature and maturation of the proinsulin. Look at here, maturation, how it is maturation is going on. So now we are coming, this is called prohormone or proinsulin stage. There what is coming now, this one is actually A and B peptide, this one is A peptide, this one is here it is coming, sorry, this one is C peptide, this one is A peptide, this one is B peptide, B cell peptide, and this one gray color, this one is C. Okay, am I clear? So now in case of mature one, this free C peptide is removed, this 3 peptide is removed, only A and B peptide is there. This one is A, this one is B, so this one is A and this one is B. They are attached by disulfide bond, SS bond. Clear now? So now C peptide is removed and this is called mature insulin. This one is proinsulin, where the C peptide is present. In case of mature insulin, C peptide is not present there, C peptide is removed, and A and B peptide is attached by SS bond, disulfide bond. Okay, next one we are coming, okay, how this insulin is produced in human insulin is produced here. So now we can see synthetic DNA encoding B chain. So the DNA which is actually coding for this we can say the B chain, that is isolated. This one is A chain, for that is coding for the DNA, that is coding for the A chain. In A and B तो रहेगा, C will be removed there, तो मुझे C चाहिए ही नहीं. So that's why anyhow if we can produce A and B chain and then we are artificially linked by SS chain there or disulfide chain there, disulfide bond there, so at that condition we can produce the insulin there. So that is the main targeted motto of the genetically engineering. So now we are coming here, or rDNA technology you can say. So DNA is here isolated first. Which one? A DNA, A chain and B chain. Okay, this one is A chain, this one is B chain. Now this A chain and B chain is introducing where? In the plasmid. Definitely plasmid is a vector, है ना. प्लाज्मिड में इसको इंट्रोड्यूस कराया गया, एंड देन इट इज़ इंट्रोड्यूसिंग वेयर इन द इकोलाई बैक्टीरिया, मीन्स ट्रांसफॉर्म टू द इकोलाई बैक्टीरिया. यहाँ पे इकोलाई बैक्टीरिया में इंट्रोड्यूस कराया गया इसको. किसको? आप देखो रेड कलर की ए चेन है और ग्रीन कलर की बी चेन यहाँ पे इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है. then these A chain and B chain polypeptides are producing as these bacteria are reproducing, and that's why they are actually, by bacteria culture you can get so many huge amount of A chain and B chain, and these purify and mix the A and B chain by which bond here? Disulfide bond. So now we can see here total human insulin is producing by which one? Now the genetically engineering process, and that is called the rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology. So we whenever the human insulin was not available, we just used earlier which one? Now slaughter animals insulin there, but that insulin created the which one? That allergic response. So that's why we are producing the insulin by which process? The genetic engineering process here, and that is called rDNA technology. This A chain, because here in the mature insulin all of you know A and B chain are coming here and they are joined by linked by disulfide bond, and that's why we are creating the A and B chain separately by introducing this A and B chain in plasmid. That plasmid transformed to the E. coli. E. coli is cultured there, and by culturing the E. coli you can get huge amount of A chain and B chain, and they are now linked by which one? They purify and mix A and B chain by the disulfide bond. So mature insulin you can get here. This is the motto. Next one we are coming for gene therapy. One more process we can see here, it is a corrective therapy or correct to treat the disease. Already I told you that one key new correct and new genes are introduced in the human body to correct some defect, we can say, correct some disease, we can say. So it's a corrective therapy to correct and treat the hereditary disease or a gene defect, है ना? कोई gene defect या to correct the gene defect or hereditary disease, we can use this gene therapy also. That is also a part of genetic engineering or application, biotechnology application. Diagnosed in child or embryo. Methods where gene inserted into cells and tissues to treat the disease. That is the methods. And principal gene therapy, normal gene, they when get inserted into individual cell of embryo with gene defect, the normal gene will take over the function of the and compensate for the non-functional gene. Suppose in some human body some particular enzyme is not producing, so we are introducing the new gene or enzyme producing gene there by this gene therapy procedure. First clinical gene therapy 1994-year-old girl with adenosine deaminase therapy deficiency. It is called ADA, adenosine deaminase deficiency. Questions are also coming on the basis of ADA deficiency. Initially treated bone marrow transplantation and by enzyme replacement therapy. First bone marrow transplantation, it was initially treated, and by enzyme replacement. How the enzyme replacement is going on, so now we are discussing that one. Okay, next one we are coming for the method to treat the ADA through gene therapy. Okay, now we are coming, so how to treat this ADA deficiency. So ADA deficiency disorder, hereditary disorder caused due to the deletion of gene for adenosine deaminase, means this gene is deleted, and that's why adenosine deaminase, that gene is not, that enzyme is not producing in that body, so that child body. So it is called hereditary disorder and or ADA deficiency disorder. Next is coming enzyme adenosine deaminase, crucial for immune system function. Means this adenosine deaminase, what is their function? They are actually improving or they are actually controlling the immune system. In gene therapy, so what we are doing in gene therapy, lymphocytes from the blood patients are isolated and grown in culture medium. So lymphocytes from the patient body are collected, isolated and grown in culture media. Means culture media में इसको आप into मतलब culture media में इसको grown कराना है. Functional ADA cDNA मीन्स ADA एडिनोसिन डीएमाइनेज कंप्लीमेंट्री DNA, मतलब जो DNA एडिनोसिन डीएमाइनेज को इंट्रोड्यूस और एक्टिवेट कर सकते हैं या इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं और प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं, दैट इज इंट्रोड्यूस इनटू लिम्फोसाइट्स थ्रू रिट्रोवायरल वेक्टर एंड रिटर्न टू द पेशेंट. ठीक है, रेट्रोवायरल वेक्टर इन केस ऑफ द एनिमल्स व्हाट यू आर यूजिंग रेट्रोवायरल वेक्टर, इन केस ऑफ प्लांट्स व्हाट यू आर यूजिंग एग्रोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूमेफेसियंस. So in case of the retroviral vector we are introducing this ADA-cDNA by which process here that again the rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology, return to the patient. Since lymphocytes have short lifespan, genetically engineered lymphocytes are periodically introduced into the patient. Means lymphocytes, they are actually very 6 to 8 days. They are 6 to 8 week actually they are introduced, they are actually surviving. So that's why they are short lives, they are short lifespan. So that's why they are regularly, or we can say the periodically, they are introduced into the patient body. But if gene isolate from the bone marrow cell, producing ADA introduced into the cell in embryonic stage, that permanent cure. So in case of embryonic stage, and if the gene isolated from bone marrow cells producing ADA means adenosine deaminase, introduced into the cell, अगर आप bone marrow से ये gene को collect कर रहे हो, मतलब that DNA को collect कर रहे हो और gene को collect कर रहे हो, तो that will be a permanent solution, and that will be introduced, and if that is introduced in the we can say the embryonic stage, so that is the permanent cure or permanent solution. So now what is the process? Actually process is you have to introduce the functional ADA cDNA into the patient body. Okay, now we are coming gene. Now what is this? Is the flowchart, very easy, that one we can see. So now the from the patient body, what is actually this is the first point. From the patient body, what is collected there? Collected the lymphocytes. Okay, and then in the second point, what is that? Now in lab the virus altered, so cannot reproduce. So here what is the virus? A retrovirus. Now in the retrovirus, what we are introducing? Gene of the interest. What is the gene? ADA cDNA, that is introduced into the virus. That virus, that virus is actually that is introduced to a virus is actually mixed with the patient body. This is the cell collected from the patient body here, and then this virus is introduced into the patient. The cells become the genetically altered, means this virus DNA, which is actually recombinant DNA, that is introduced in the patient cell here, patient body cell here. And again that body cell is introduced into the which one? Patient body. So as a result, what will be happening? Now this ADA cDNA means this functional ADA, means in that patient body the ADA is not working, and now we are introducing which one? Functional ADA cDNA, means ADA complementary DNA, that is introduced into adenosine deaminase is now introduced into the patient body through the lymphocyte and through the retrovirus. And now which are coming now, when this altered or genetically altered cell is introduced in the patient body, now the patient body can get this adenosine deaminase, that is important for which one? That is important for the immune system. Okay, so this is one condition by which we can treat, diagnose as well as treat some hereditary disease. Okay, that is called gene therapy. Okay, so up to this today.